Jesus was born of the Virgin Mary and died on the cross.
According to the Christian faith, Jesus was born on Christmas Day to the Virgin Mary.
Jesus was a Jewish rabbi who preached his message orally.
Who was Jesus Christ according to the Christian religion?
Jesus Christ was the Son of God, and he was, to the disciples and everybody who followed him, the Messiah.
Christians believe that Jesus had a unique significance in the world.
Jesus was known to perform miracles, and he was commonly favored by the poor.
Jesus Christ believed that anybody could worship freely.
There were no obligations for Christianity. Jesus spread peace, love, and justice throughout Judea. Paul was a close friend and follower of Jesus. Paul spread Jesus' message throughout Rome. Though persecuted, Christianity still continued to spread. Constantine allowed the tolerance of Christianity, and he eventually converted himself. Once Constantine converted, Christianity spread like wildfire. Christianity continued to have thousands of converters. The Roman religion had no guaranteed promise of afterlife like Christianity did. Christianity had the idea of heaven. Roman religion had no concept of salvation. Christians believe in the everlasting kingdom. Jesus was crucified in Jerusalem on orders of the Roman prefect Pontius Pilate. The Romans crucified Jesus because he was a threat to their authority. Who is Muhammad according to the Muslim faith?
Okay, Muhammad is the last prophet sent by Allah to carry on the faith or the religion of Islam.
Muhammad was born in 570 CE in Mecca and was orphaned at an early age.
When he was 40, he was visited by Gabriel and received his first revelation from God.
Muhammad started preaching revelations and gained followers.
Muhammad's tribal leaders weren't too psyched when they found out about Muhammad's new religion.
Muhammad escaped persecution and fled to Medina.
Muhammad died in 632, but most people converted to Islam.
Muhammad's revelations form the verses of the Quran.
There are 5 pillars to Islam. The first one is Shahada, which is, there is no God but God, and Muhammad is his prophet. The second one is Salah, or ritual prayer, at dawn, noon, afternoon, sunset, and late evening. The third one is Sawn, commonly known as fasting during the lunar month of Ramadan. The fourth one is Zakat, or almsgiving, where Muslims have to give a percentage of their income to the needy. The last one is the Hajj, where Muslims must make a trip to Mecca in their lifetime.
Siddhartha Gautama, or Buddha, founded Buddhism based on his teachings.
The word Buddha means awakened one or the enlightened one.
At the time of Buddha's birth, his father was consulted with a soothsayer named Asita, who was proclaiming the future of Buddha. He stated that Buddha would either be a great king or a sage and savior of humanity.
Buddha wanted to create a religion that escaped the caste system.
Buddha meditated for many years and believed that nirvana could be reached on earth.
The Four Noble Truths. All of life is suffering.
All suffering is caused by desire.
Desire can only be overcome by ending all desire.
Desire can only be ended by following the Eightfold Path.
Abraham was a Hebrew prophet and helped to found the religion
religion of Judaism?
Abraham questioned the faith of his father and sought the truth. He believes that the entire universe was the work of one single creator and began to teach his beliefs. Eventually, the one true creator that Abraham worshipped in called to him. He made him a deal saying that if he left his home, God would bless him and make him a great nation. Abraham accepted this offer, and the covenant between God and the people was established. The idea of a covenant was fundamental to Judaism. The Jewish people had a contract with God. Abraham was subjected to 10 tests of faith to prove his worthiness for the covenant. Abraham had no children, and he was growing old. Abraham's wife Sarai knew that she couldn't bear any children, so she let her maidservant have Abraham's child. She bore him a son, Ishmael. When Abraham was 100 and Sarai was 90, God promised them a son by Sarai. She bore him a son named Isaac. Isaac was the ancestor of the Jewish people. Abraham died at the age of 175. Judaism brought two new different ideas, which was monotheism and the idea of a covenant, which is an agreement with God. Confucius was an excellent scholar during the Zhou dynasty. He existed during a time of ideological crisis in China. Confucius wanted to reinforce the values of compassion and tradition. He exercised much self-discipline. His philosophy was based on the principle of Ren, which is loving others. He believed that Ren could be put to use using the Golden Rule, which is, what you do not wish for yourself, do not do to others. Confucius believed a lot in education, and primarily focused on it in his philosophies. He mostly focused on the 6 arts, which is archery, calligraphy, computation, music, chariot driving, and ritual. Confucius was regarded as a sage who deserved much more recognition during his time. To Confucius, being an educator meant to teach people how to live with integrity. Confucius died in 479 BC. He was one of the most influential teachers in Chinese history. He gained many followers, and Confucianism is still practiced to this day. Guru Nanak was born in April of 1469 in present-day Pakistan.
He was the founder of Sikhism.
He grew up with a contemplative mind and rational thinking. He surprised his teachers with his extraordinary knowledge about divine things. According to Guru Nanak, God is formless, and the soul, the creator, the self-existent, the incomprehensible, and their everlasting creator. He attacked the caste system of the Hindus and the theocracy of the Muslims. He was a reformer as well as a revolutionary. He traveled often, preaching Sikhism. These 6 people are greatly appreciated for founding religions that are still practiced today. They have influenced many people over the centuries and changed lives. They create a strong sense of hope and balance within many communities. And of course, they all started their own religion.